Good morning, viewers. I just attended a WordPress community event this morning and heard a lot of confusions and buzzword around Gutenberg editor on WordPress. So I'm creating this quick video just to try and clarify this confusion and what actually is Gutenberg. Uh, as you all know that WordPress growth is impressive. It's almost 29% as counting, but it's not limitless, at least not in its current state, right? We have challenges, especially in the field of user frustration with publishing and customizing competition from site builders like Squarespace and Wix and others, and a big opportunities. You know that 157 million small businesses, they are without website, so it's a big market that probably as a web developer we should be serving. uh, it's time for WordPress to to create its next big thing, the thing that help us deal with our challenges and opportunities, the thing that changes the world, especially from website development perspective. Automatic has been moving towards offering better support from small businesses, especially with its acquisition of WooCommerce in 2015 and steady commercialization of Jetpack plugin. With of course with the plan targeting at small business owners. The company is confident to capture even more of the self-hosted small business market by allowing customer to tap into WordPress third-party ecosystem. So they need to beat the competition, and that's obvious that they need to look for a feature or a solution that comforts the user in publishing and design the content, and that's Gutenberg. There are a lot of confusion and debates going around it, and people gets more disorganized and confused each passing day about Gutenberg. However, uh, Gutenberg is a feature, is a new direction that WordPress is moving. However, there are a lot of vocal opponents to Gutenberg, fear with the changes that will come along with it, and are concerned that the project is being developed essentially to serve Automatic's customer or corporate interests. Those who build website for client has expressed concern about how Gutenberg will affect their business, or whether the brand new interface will drive users away from the WordPress itself. And that's the fear I heard today in the morning when I was with community people and fellow developers. Uh, the web developers and product owner are eagerly awaiting more answers on it. It means for existing plugins and theme in the ecosystem, as the project has just to iron out some of the most technical details regarding extensibility and support for mailboxes. This naturally raises question about Gutenberg's timeline and the release, and the whole approach about it. As per the owner of Automatic, Matt Mullenweg, Gutenberg will ship with WordPress 5.0, if not 4.9, so that's still a dilemma. But the release will come out when Gutenberg is fully ready, and not vice versa. That's Mullenweg's wording, and he said, "We still have target dates to help us." Think more about scope and plans for the supporting documents, translations, and marketing efforts. But we are not going to release anything until Gutenberg's become what what the team envisioned for it. And he added that his life's work is improving WordPress, and WordPress is all that he is focusing on. And he firmly believes that Gutenberg is the direction that will provide most benefit to the maximum number of people while being totally in line with core WordPress philosophies and commitment to user freedom, especially from the perspective of publishing content. So he keep on requesting to give feedback and offer this push through the fear together. So it's more like a like becoming a tester. So you provide your inputs, your feedback to them, to make it more worthy to be launched for as a core rather than a plugin. uh, Viewers, I'm a firm believer that it's worth a little discomfort to change the world. However, It not only moves the WordPress ecosystem forward, but also moves the whole web forward, because as you know, the participation of WordPress in the whole website development industry, which is scary, because and you know that change always is scary, and this is a big one, uh, but the most scary thing uh, are the things that usually leads to growth. I mean, we have case studies in the past. We've seen it. 10 years ago, agencies and developer worried about uh, WordPress itself, and they feared that it will ruin the business, because client would not need help updating their website, and they might just start building their own website because it's so easy, and it's a revolution in the website, and their business will vanish. But their worst fear did not come true. Instead, it created the whole lot of opportunities for everyone. So we agree. Personally, I believe Gutenberg is an exciting, ambitious project, but one that perhaps not entirely sure is necessary, especially at this point in time. If WordPress core is going to fundamentally change the way I create content without giving me a choice, I want as much information and user research data as possible to convince me that it's a better option. So it may seem odd that these questions and concerns are being raised 6 months into the project, but at the same time, this whole development around Gutenberg has moved so fast that it feels like the opportunities to have them addressed at the beginning was missed. So I feel that it that's a problem at the WordPress end and the automatic end, that they will fail to communicate the right strategy or their plans to the community on time. So it's already 6 months in the project, and we are still thinking about if it is the right direction or not. Revamping the editor experience is a massive undertaking, and 6 months in, it's not better than the editor I use today. So frankly, when I personally tried it installing on a test website, as the developers at Automatic recommended that not to be used on live site. So I install it on a test website and see that and notice that it's not as user friendly as it should be. I've been using a lot of proprietary themes, proprietary editors, and they are far better than what I used Gutenberg as. Uh, and and there are a lot of community fellow developers, who are actually not pretty happy with it. The way it looks and the way this whole approach is going towards. So I strongly believe that it will need to address a lot of issues if it is going to beat the current WordPress editor itself. Leave apart the other proprietary editors and the competition. Uh, so additionally, I I feel that Gutenberg needs as many testers as possible if it is going to beat the you know if it is going to be the best editor in its class. I mean, I'm not sure the ultimate product they have envisioned, but there are a lot of things. Uh, so I mean, probably I will leave up to you. I mean, as a developer, you can try and install it on your test website. It is available as a plugin. Developers at Automatic, they don't recommend it using it on a live site. Um, I believe you need to install at your end, play around with it. But to me, at first glance, it may appear that WordPress is trying to copy its competition like Squarespace, Wix, or others to keep pace. To compete with them as a content management system. I believe to design pages around your content and things like that. And I strongly believe that the developers at Gutenberg need to think more in depth and techno creative, in order to make it compete with other editors and make more sense if they are aiming at it as a web design tool, if not general publishing at all. So there is a whole debate going around it, and people have different opinion, as I heard, and saw, in the community forums and stuff like that. So we can't really conclude this discussion as of now, as we need to see more of Gutenberg and its progress as a tool for publishing, and to study the ultimate motive of automatic at the same time, because we don't know what the ultimate product is going to be, because they're still gathering inputs and feedback from the community. So we'll leave this discussion open, and we'll probably publish it more in future when the updates are available. So I would like to hear from you in this. Please feel free to leave a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay blogging, stay happy. Have a good day. Bye bye.